Hello, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sooooo and I work as a graduate structural engineer in London, and it has officially been 6 months of work, which feels like a crazy big amount of number, but I know in the grand scheme of things, which I think is like 40 years, it is nada. But yeah, I've been working for 6 months, which is wild to think. I think the first few years are probably like, whoa. But yeah, and I really wanted to do a video just talking about what my life is like after uni, because I feel like a lot has changed. My routines, my day-to-day, things I prioritize, my responsibilities, like my friendships even, and how I conduct my friendships. Everything in my life has really changed, and right now, after like 6 months, it feels like it's finally settling and I feel like I know what I'm doing. So I really thought I'd like to do just a video documenting that and my thoughts on that, because this video really is about my life following the conventional path. Because I know a lot of content creators and a lot of people post their videos when they follow the non-conventional path and they go on adventures and they do really cool things after uni, and that is all really exciting. I really wish I could have done that, but I'm not someone that could, and sometimes that can feel kind of sad to see, especially when you're working through winter in London. Ugh. But no hate to that, like, as in I would love to have done that, but I'm someone that couldn't. I had to get a job right after uni, and I am so grateful that I could get a job in this climate, so I'm truly grateful and happy where I am. And so this is just really a reflection piece on what life is like after uni when you do join the corporate world, and when you join a 9 to 5 and you work in a big city, if that might be you. And yeah, so these are my thoughts, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you find it useful or interesting, and hope you might learn something. And yeah.
I didn't question you were.
My routine has completely changed. It sounds obvious that your routine would change, but it has. It's like being back in high school when you need to get up at 7 o'clock every day, 5 days a week, and going to work every day. So it might be a little different if you do some remote. But yeah, my routine's completely changed, and evenings are my only free time really, and so I have to plan for those. I can only really do things in the evenings and on the weekends. So that's been one of the bigger adjustments, is you've got to be quite strict with your plans, because I can't do something every weekday, because I'll be exhausted if I don't have a day to like come home, relax, do admin, do, I don't know, nothing, just doing nothing evenings. I've had to plan my routine to add in little bits of social days. I try to do something social maybe twice a week, and then that gives me time to have my own personal time days, and then do the gym or exercise or cooking and other things that I want to do during the week as well. Because one thing I'm really trying to do is not live for the weekend. I am not going to be someone that lives for the weekends. I want to enjoy my weekdays too, and I want to have fun during the week, because I don't think I can do this for the rest of my life if the only way I go through this is by living for the weekends. I can't. So I've been, making sure I've been balancing the social times during my weekdays so that I'm not exhausted and I'm not burnt out, and I'm not, not getting the adequate rest that I need. So routine, change of routine, and finding this new routine, which I'm not sure I'm quite set on this one, but it's been working well for me right now, and sometimes it's not, so I'm constantly adjusting that. Sometimes I've been waking up a bit earlier and going to a coffee shop in the morning before work, going to the gym before work, which I have found I'm not the best with, so I haven't done it as much. So trial and erroring all of that, and realizing, are you the type of person that can work out really early in the morning or not? That's been another adjustment that life after uni brings.
I didn't question you were caught me in, just as I held it.
Loneliness is another thing that I really want to touch upon, because that has been quite high. I don't think people really talk about how lonely it can be to do a 9 to 5, because you don't really get to socialize when and with who you want to. Everyone can be busy, especially in London. It is so hard to get anywhere. And so to save my exhaustion and my mental clarity and not to feel so exhausted myself, I have to segment when I see them, and that can be really hard. You can't really do things spontaneously anymore because you've got places to be and you've got such limited free time. You don't want to do things spontaneously because you've got a list of things that you need to get done on the weekends and the free time you have after the week and the weekdays. And so it's really hard to maintain friendships sometimes, to see your friends as frequently as you want, and just to, turn up at the door and have a little chat or watch a movie. And that can be quite lonely because it makes you feel like you're alone. It makes you feel like you don't have any friends, even if you do.
I didn't question. You were coming just as I held it. That inner knowing, and so I hold it in and out of time. For I belong.
But life has gone to so many fun exhibitions, I've gone to so many cool museums, and just walking around London, the history in London, like walking around and knowing that these buildings are from the 10th century is mind-blowing. It is amazing. And just seeing friends and having such fun, all the cute coffee shops, all the little shops, all the boutiques and things, and all the shopping that you can do. Ugh, I love the shopping, and the parks and the beauty and the nature and all the buildings. Like, it's such a good mix of nature, buildings, shops and everything. London is a place that really has everything, and so it's been so fun to explore it again with money this time. Because growing up in London, it was very different to being able to explore London with money. And one of the pros, I think, of going to work in person every day is that I'm in central London every day. So I've been able to really just look around and enjoy the city and actually see London truly, and not just what I see in Zone 3 when I was growing up. And that has been gorgeous. It's been fun. And all the fun things, I've gotten to be able to do a lot of things, and I've also feel so much more mature. I feel financially stable. I feel grown up. I feel like I'm securing the future that I want. I feel like I'm achieving the goals that I set when I was younger. I'm doing it. I've got this job. I studied hard and I got this job, and I can fend for myself. I can take care of my parents if I need to. I can support anything that comes my way because I'm earning money and I'm being careful with it, and I'm being trusted with it, and I'm being organized with it. But yet at the same time, I'm able to enjoy London and see what London has to offer. So life after uni can be very fulfilling. It's all your goals you've achieved, and even if it's not, it's about exploring what you want to do. And it doesn't end after uni, and it can be hard, it can be lonely, it can be all sorts of things, but it can be fun, and it can be exciting, and it can be what you make it be. But I think that's a testament to life as well. Change is scary, but change is one of the fundamentals of life, I guess you can say. And it's really what you make of it, and it's your perspective on that change that will dictate what you get out of that change. So I hope you enjoyed my video on my little summary of my life after uni.